Okay, just 1500s again. It's a cool team. I'm not a fan of entirely physical / entirely special teams. But I did just win the most recent European major. All 6 physical attackers. Oh no, there's a Raging Bolt. So I take that back. There's a Raging Bolt. So... yeah, Koraidon Zamazenta is an interesting pairing. We do have a Rillaboom, so leading with Miraidon isn't as effective. Their extreme speeds might start to get annoying. They got Chempow as well, so they can Ice Spinner away stuff. I think it's for sure these 4. Maybe we're just getting my Electric Seed immediately on the Calyrex, to be honest. And maybe I bring my Volcarona just as extra help against the Zamazenta. Urshifu's not very good, because they've got Koraidon. Let's go Grimmsnarl. So what I can do is I can just hard switch to Grimmsnarl and Protect, and then get a Reflect, and then I've got my Ice Rider all set up. That's a cool trainer card. It was Chempow Zamazenta, that's okay. That is a Jolly Zamazenta and an Adamant Chempow. Because the abilities went that way round. And you don't normally see Zamazentas, or you didn't in Regulation G, but you will see them a lot more in Regulation I. Okay, so I do want to switch to Grimmsnarl here. But I also want to get greedy and Leech Seed. And I'm going to get greedy and Leech Seed. Because with the Electric Seed, I should not be KO'd to Throat Chop and Body Press. I believe. So I could have Volt Switched, but yeah, that's not doing much at all. Don't you dare. Okay, cool, it didn't defense drop. That's not too bad. Because with a Reflect, I should survive both attacks again. Which means I should be afforded to go for another Leech Seed. And they might be inclined to think I'm going to protect it and just double into the Grimmsnarl just to take care of it now. So I am going to get a little greedy again and Leech Seed the Chempow. Because I should be able to survive both attacks even if they double the Calyrex again. But yes, they did target the Grimmsnarl. Good. That's fine. Just hit, please. Thank you very much. That's much appreciated. Now let's Thunder Wave the Zamazenta and Protect. Get that recovery going. Good. Thunder Wave. And Protects. Good, so that connected as well. Excellent, and actually, ideally, they target my Grimmsnarl, right? Yep. So that I get a switch into something else. Should it be Iron Hands, or should it be Miraidon? They're a Jolly Zamazenta, so I think they'll still outspeed my Iron Hands. Oh no, even not a Jolly One would outspeed my Iron Hands after the Thunder Wave. But Miraidon would outspeed, obviously. I think Iron Hands is better. It's just, are they going to Terra Ghost the Chien-Pao? So I want to just double fighting here. I could just fake out and then Calyrex gets loads of recovery. Yeah, I'm going to fake out. And let's body press the Zamazenta. Okay, that's good. They didn't Terra. We take that. That's nothing. That is something, and that's Leech Seed range. Nice. Would have been worth taking out the Chien-Pao as a priority, mainly because of my Miraidon. Potentially. And that's Raging Bolt is the last. Okay, so that can threaten my Calyrex pretty heavily. Let's Drain Punch here. Because if they Terra Ghost, then they can't Terra the Raging Bolt anymore, and I can just Draco. And I don't want to Terra because Thunderbolt will get my Calyrex from here. So I'm just going to Glacial Lance. Okay, that's good, because I don't think they can KO me. Well, they're going to get the Sun Boost, so they will KO me. But this is going to hurt the Koraidon a lot. If my Calyrex survives with the Light Screen's help. If they're Assault Vest, I should live. If they're Life Orb, I won't. And if they're Terra Electric, I won't. And they are Terra Electric, so Calyrex won't survive this. Like so. And that now means, hopefully they're Life Orb, because then Draco Meteor can just clear the game. They are Life Orb, so yes, I can go for that. Because that's in range of Low Kick now. And the electricity disappears at the perfect time, because now I go to Miraidon. And then I just need to hit the Draco Meteor into the Raging Bolt. Because I have a double KO on here, and I should be sorted. I should Terra the Miraidon, because they could be Scale Shot Koraidon. But as far as I can see, it is please just connect the Draco Meteor. We'll see if they're Scale Shot as well. I don't think many people would be Scale Shot. As far as I can see, this is just does Draco Meteor connect? Well, they did Thunderclap, so that's better for me, because this won't do that much. What? That did loads. How did that do so much? What? Oh, the U-turn. Oh, well, I still win if the Draco connects. This is... I'm in range of Ice Spin or Ice Core Crash now, so I better connect the Draco. Because Chien-Pao's gone. Right on. You got one job. There we go. There we go. And the game is over, because they cannot beat both of my Pokemon. Excellent. So Leech Seed Calyrex did a lot of work there. And also the Electric Seed did a lot of work, because I wouldn't have been able to survive all the attacks that were thrown at it without the Electric Seed. Because normally Chien-Pao Zamazenta would be, like I've said this so many times across this run, I've added Chien-Pao to this as well. I've used said Zamazenta, but Chien-Pao Zamazenta should always beat Calyrex Ice Rider. But I do like putting twists on Pokemon, which means that, no, actually I beat you. One of my favourite ones of those was back in Regulation, is it D or E? With my sub-Ice Spinner Urshifu, that would actually be able to 1v1 a Rillaboom. Because you sub first, when they're in the back, when they switch in, they can't fake you out, and then when they go for Grassy Glide to break the sub, you then Ice Spinner to break the Grassy Terrain, and then they can't Grassy Glide you at priority anymore, and two Icy Glides? That's not right. Ice Spinners KO the Rillaboom. It was pretty sweet. It's the same thing here. Leech Seed and Electric Seed completely turn some theoretical matchups on their head. So, yeah, Low Kick is a KO, because after that Drain Punch damage, Low Kick is way stronger. They will need to be able to crit Oko the Iron Hands here with a Flare Blitz, and also dodge the Draco Meteor. And even then, would crit Flare Blitz even KO Iron Hands, because they don't have Terror available. It's taking a while. Don't know why they're taking a while. No, they have Outrage, so that's one of the strongest things they can do, but yeah, no chance. Oh, I wanted that to miss to get it out of the way. I know that's not how statistics works, but it's how it feels. And that's also important. Even though it is mathematically not correct, it's just how it feels. But that was pretty decent. I'm happy with that one. Back in the top 500. 35 CP at the moment. And just 1500s guy. Oh, another Ice Rider Koraidon. They got Ditto. They haven't got any terrain control, so I should be fine to go with Grimmsnarl Miraidon. And then I think Iron Hands has got to be the best one, right? Yeah. Urshifu hasn't done much, has it? I mean, that's been the slot I've been changing. I played 2 different cups using basically this team. I used Monkey Dory on the Urshifu slot before in the first cup, and then I used Landorus Incarnate in the Urshifu slot in the second one. I had an Iron Valiant somewhere as well in the first one, but I had that over. I had Iron Valiant over the Grimmsnarl in the first cup, but then I changed to Grimmsnarl. And the point of this version of the team is it's supposed to look more like a standard team that's already been established, and that's a cool trainer card, so that people make the assumptions and then suddenly the Calyrex out of nowhere 1v1s their Zamazenta. Okay, that is entirely reasonable for me. As far as I can see, I should Volt Switch into Iron Hands and Reflect. Now, which one do I Volt Switch? Do I go for Ogerpon just to break the Sturdy, or do I go for Calyrex in case they Spiky Shield? I'm going to go for Ogerpon to break the Sturdy. Damn it. That did not work out correctly. Okay, that was perfectly fine. Free screen. We take a free screen. Because now I've got a guaranteed Volt Switch. So, now I am for sure Spirit Breaking the Ogerpon, but do I Volt Switch it to probably KO, or do I Volt Switch the Calyrex to leave the Ogerpon on the field so that I can then Drain Punch it theoretically in Trick Room? If they Glacial Lance, then that's fine as well. So I think leaving the Ogerpon is preferable, so I'm going to Volt Switch the Calyrex. And they outspeed me, so I can actually just go straight into my my Calyrex here. And that's big damage. Yeah, I think my Calyrex is preferable now. Because that will take way less from it if they go for Glacial Lance, and it will hugely benefit me if they go for Trick Room. So either way, I should be all good. I think my preference is Trick Room, because I got Iron Hands ready to go as well. I think Glacial Lance is more likely, though. Yeah, there you go. Now, do I risk the Ivy Cudgel critical hit? I got my Reflect already. I don't want to Terra Dark, because then that opens me up to the Koraidon waiting in the back a bit more. Although I'll be Flare Blitzed anyway. I think if I Thunder Wave the Ogerpon, that adds an extra layer of security for the odds to be able to not get critical hit, because they could get fully paralyzed. Okay, that logic failed me, and now they're going to critical hit to punch me for that. Okay, they didn't critical hit, so that's good enough. So this is a very decent position, I think. Once again, but Grimm's not surviving that, so I can Thunder Wave whatever comes in. Calyrex is just taking nothing at all. It's got to be Koraidon, right? It is. So I can now Thunder Wave this and protect. And if they protect on this turn, they should... Yep, that's fine. That's fine. I did expect that to happen, but now they're going to KO my Grimmsnarl, and I'm going to be able to get the paid switch into the Iron Hands, and now I can go for Fake Out. This is fine. Yep, there's Glacial Lance. Now, they still have Terra. One would assume they Terra. Is Body Press enough to KO that Calyrex? I don't think it will be. It's definitely Iron Hands. Pick out here. And is it Glacial Lance or is it Leech Seed? I think it's Leech Seed, because they're going to Terra. If they don't Terra, that's insane. There we go. Big damage, because Terrain Boost. That's actually decent. Calyrex. Good. This will chunk because they got the attack boost. That is a decent chunk indeed. Quark Driver Spearing is annoying. Because now I don't think I can KO the Koraidon. I can KO the Calyrex though. I reckon they're going to predict me to protect here. And go for the Iron Hands. That's my prediction. We're surely not going to close combat. I should be able to get away with the Terror, right? So that I can live. It's got to be Flare Blitz, and I'll live that. I'll be amazed if it's Collision Course, because there's no way that breaks through. It has to be Flare Blitz. If I was Terra Water here, which was the alternative, this game would be sealed. But because it's Terra Dark in case they fighting move, they did let us. Cool. I did follow the correct logic there. And yeah, I got it right. They did go for the Iron Hands, which is why I attacked. And with that recoil, this should put them into Body Press and Leech Seed range. Oh, I say should. It has absolutely put them in range. Bit of a wasted Terra, though. Because now I'm neutral against this single target Glacial Lance. Well, it's high horsepower, so it didn't really make any difference. But they didn't Trick Room. Whatever comes in shouldn't save the Calyrex now, right? Does that save it? I did turn my Steeler here, actually. I go for Snarl. Snarl should KO the... Yeah, Snarl should win this, right? I think. Unless they win the speed tie and get the Draco off. Oh, come on. That's not reasonable. At least it KO'd the Calyrex, but, you know... If that loses me the game now... Okay, fine. That's a reasonable trade-off, and it makes no difference because I'm going for Glacial Lance anyway, so yeah. That objectively didn't matter. And it was Sash, okay, cool. Yeah, so Draco Meteor there needs to critical hit my Calyrex afterwards. It's fine. I accept that as a GC moment. So I also won the speed tie, so it's fine. The odds went for me in that situation. I would need to miss another Snarl and then lose another speed tie. So it is still not over. Cool. Acceptable. That should be one win away from the 1600s. Which is not too bad a place to be. So that's going to be like 1590s, right? Oh, 1588. So theoretically a win away if I get a 1500s guy. If I get a 1400s guy, then no, that will not be the case. But it's a 1600s guy. We take those. That will definitely be 1600s. And that's a Tinkerton. Okay. That is a very special team with only Tinkerton. So basically, click Light Screen turn 1. Maybe even just spam Snarl. And Struggle Bug. Yeah, might actually just do that. Calyrex is still good here. But again, there's a Terapagos there. Am I going to bench both fighting types? I don't think I should. I think that Urshifu is reasonable to bring here. Urshifu actually seems pretty reasonable. Let's go with that. Iron Hands would still be perfectly fine. But I think Iron Hands is threatened a bit too much here. It's got the slower fake out than the Tinkerton. So yeah. I think Urshifu should be better than Iron Hands. But we'll see if we get into a situation where that will not be the case. And that is not a cool trainer card. Okay, it was Tinkerton straight up. Okay. Well, Tinkerton's Gigaton Hammer would threaten my Grimmsnarl with a KO, wouldn't it? So... what was it? Urshifu and Calyrex, okay. Well, I still want my Light Screen. I for sure want my Light Screen. And I will attempt to Volt Switch the Calyrex. We'll see if they fake out, or if they just straight up Gigaton Hammer. They are straight up Gigaton Hammering, but that's okay because I've got my Light Screen. So Shaman didn't go for Tinkerton, but that's okay. I'll lose the Grimmsnarl to this. I will not, because Tinkerton has terrible attack. I don't think it's even worth going for Reflect. So let's Thunder Wave instead. They could easily switch in Indeedee. But that's fine. Yeah, the Tinkerton is not a threat. And the rest of the team is entirely special, so... yeah, here comes the Indeedee most likely. But that would be perfectly fine. There it is. So the Thunder Wave won't work. Astral Barrage will KO the Grimmsnarl now. And do some decent damage to the Miraidon. That's Life Orb, I think. Because I've got a Light Screen. Yes. Right, so now I'm going to pause with the Volt Switch to make it seem like I'm thinking, which I'm not. That critical hit is funny. Because I'm going into my Calyrex and Pterodarking. And then just taking Facial Lance. Then I could go into my Urshifu and click Coaching. That wouldn't be too bad, would it? Yeah, that should be okay. Trying to think. Because Miraidon would live whatever attack. And then Urshifu would stay healthy and not locked into Coaching, so I could actually just go for whatever I want. You know, I'm happy with Urshifu. I'm happy with Urshifu. I could U-turn. I think I just prefer the Coaching. Because that leaves the Indeedee on the field. I think that's better. I guess only the Flutter Mane in the back could start to be annoying, because now all my Pokemon are weak to Fairy. And I guess Tinkerton can play rough as a Fairy. But you would assume they would have brought the Terapagos, right? Usually people would bring Terapagos. Actually Terapagos might be bad for me if it specs. Because I've just Terrid here. Didn't think about that. Yeah, because I'm going to lose my Urshifu here. Because they've got a boost, which will cancel my Light Screen. And they did Astral Barrage. This should still KO the Urshifu. Yeah, like so. But I've still got Light Screen, so I should still be good. Oh, I can just click Snarl. I'll just click Snarl and then I'll be good. because then they won't be able to do enough damage to me, and I can go for Snarl and Body Press. Or would a Snarl Leech Seed be better? Surely Body Press. Because they've got Tinkerton and something. If it's Flutter Mane, Light Screen should save me enough. It is Terapagos, so they obviously still do have Terror available. So if they're not specs, they just won't be strong enough. But would Electro Drift be better? No, it's not. I think it's Snarl. And then my Calyrex can beat the Tinkerton. Right? That's what I can see. But here is the Terror. So they should survive the Body Press because of this. No, I think they will just about have enough in the tank to be able to beat me. Because I'm not going to be strong enough to KO them here. Yeah, and they even went for Helping Hand. So that's going to cancel out my Snarl. I'd have preferred Indeedee not to get KO'd there, because then that gives them the switch into Fake Out. So I think they've got this. Yeah, I think I need to preserve my Urshifu. That might not be specs. Oh, it's a KO. Huh. Let's go, Calyrex. Very nice, very nice. Didn't expect that to KO. And now with my Electric Seed, I know I'm locked into Snarl, but my Electric Seed should mean that my Calyrex will be all good. Should I just Glacial Lance? Or should I risk the Leech Seed miss? How much do I have time? Because it's single target as well. Oh, that's doing loads. Yeah. I think I should be able to get away with just Snarl. And then single target Glacial Lance at +3. Because that's just a little bit of chip, but it's saying here 91 to 107. Yeah, that's just nothing. And this will be something. Yeah, that's a decent chunk. However, if they do have Play Rough, that would still be enough, and Leech Seed was correct. Ooh, do they have Play Rough? They have Knock Off. Nice, nice. So then that was guaranteed. Sweet. Thank you, Calyrex, for being strong. I would assume it's because the Terapagos was, it was specs, that they didn't have any HP or defensive investment, which meant that they were not bulky enough to be able to survive the Body Press. So, decent. Was that 3? I can't remember if that was 3. I'm going to double check if that was 3. I should really be keeping count. Oh yeah, because that's now 1600s. I want to show just the 1600s. That's a benchmark. For usually how badly the GCs go, I will take the 1600s, but that's clearly what I'm showing. So, and that's top 256 at the moment, isn't it? Yeah, it's top 256 at the moment. So that would be 50 championship points. That would put me at 954, which would obviously absolutely secure it. So we will see if I play more games. Like this is the Saturday that I'm recording this, so I'm not going to play any more games today. I'm going to see where the ranking is like on Sunday and determine whether I will play any more. Obviously, if the title has finale, then last match or last episode. But if there isn't finale in the title, then I carried on playing.